You know what the most important decision in your life is? It's choosing, really choosing, to be happy. Not just when things are going great, but even when everything's falling apart. Because life is gonna hit you hard. That's just the deal. So the best gift you can give yourself is to say, life's too short to suffer. No matter what happens, you're gonna find something to appreciate. Because guess what? You find what you're looking for. If you want to feel miserable, go search for all the negative stuff. It's endless. But if you want joy, if you want fulfillment, there's so much content out there about growth, positivity, mindset, success. It's all there. What are you choosing to feed your mind? Now listen, I'm not saying fake it or ignore the bad stuff. This isn't toxic positivity. This is about deciding what you're going to focus on. Because if you wake up saying, I'm going to look for signs that today's a good day, then chances are you're going to find them. Gratitude changes your whole perspective, even on the worst days. Even when you're broke, hurting, losing, there's still beauty around you. But most people put so much energy into focusing on what's wrong that they forget to invest that same energy into what's right. Look, I've been there. I've been homeless. I've struggled. My dad wasn't around either. I know pain, but I also know this. When you speak life, when you think positively, you start to create that life. Positive thinking isn't some fantasy. It's not pretending everything's fine. It's learning to take control of your inner world. Because once you own your internal space, the external stuff can't break you. Emotions come in waves: sadness, betrayal, fear, frustration, but they pass. They always pass. And when you remember that emotions are temporary, you gain the strength to hold on, knowing something better is on the way. Let me tell you something I've never forgotten. A mentor of mine used to carry a business card that said, "My biggest regret in life is trading what I wanted most for what I wanted in the moment." That hit me hard. So now, every time I face a decision, I ask, am I chasing short-term relief, or am I building the future I actually want? Because most of the time, we don't act from purpose. We act from emotion. And emotion makes you settle. It makes you reach for what's easy instead of what's worth it. A lot of people think being cynical makes you smart, like hope is only for the naive. But let me tell you, believing that things can go right, that takes strength. Because the story you tell yourself about your life is the life you live. If you keep saying, it's too hard, then yeah, it'll be hard. But if you shift your inner dialogue, if you start saying, I got this, I was made for this, everything changes. You don't have to think small. You don't have to follow that script they gave you. Go to school, get a job, work 40 years, retire. That conveyor belt life, that's not your only option. One day I just thought, what if I believed something different? What if I believed I could be the guy on stage making people laugh? And guess what? You can believe that too. You can believe anything. Because what you believe becomes your reality. And if you're not careful, you become your own biggest obstacle. So protect your mind. Guard your thoughts. Be intentional about the content you consume and the people you surround yourself with. Everything around you is shaping your perspective. There's this stoic idea. Every time you leave the house and come back, you're a different person. You never come back the same. So make sure you come back better, more aware, more grounded, more you. For me, every day starts at 0. I stay humble. I stay open. I listen. And I remind myself, if I don't live with perspective, I'll drown in problems. Perspective is everything. Let me make this loud and clear. How you see your life is everything. I stopped feeding envy. I stopped chasing what other people had. And I started leaning into optimism and gratitude. If you're unhappy, stop blaming everyone else. Do the work. Go inside. Because the only way out is through. And I mean this when I say it. I believe in you, even if you don't yet. So let me ask you, how are you going to see the rest of your day? Because how you see today often becomes how you see your whole life. You've got to talk to yourself every single day. And not that weak inner voice full of doubt. You've got to learn to shut it down. That voice that whispers, "You're not good enough. You can't do this." Tell it straight up. Shut up. Sometimes you've got to stand up inside yourself and say, "No more. I'm better than this." Want to grow? Then focus on the things that will take you to the next level. Discipline, persistence, awareness, courage, vision, belief that your help is coming, even when you can't see it yet. And let me drop this truth. If your dream only requires you, it's not big enough. Big dreams require faith. They require a bigger version of you to show up. Most people go their whole lives never discovering their true talents. They have skills, sure, but if you don't develop them, if you don't nurture that gift inside you, you'll never know how far it could take you. The only reason you're not the best yet is because deep down, you don't believe you can be. So start speaking it. Start saying, "I'm the best. I've got this. It's already mine." Say it before anyone else does. Say it before it's even true. Speak it until your life catches up with your words. Because it's not about copying someone's habits. It's about copying their mindset. How do they think? How do they see themselves? That's the shift you need. You've got to believe you were born with something valuable, that you came into this world for a reason. And if you commit to developing that gift, I promise you it'll take you places that will blow your mind. Here's the truth. You've got something in you, a gift, a calling, a voice. And if you make the decision to develop it, to go all in on it, your life will never be the same. You'll never again feel like you're drifting. You'll wake up with purpose, with vision, because you'll know what you're building. But you have to stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for more time, more resources, more confidence. Use what you've got. Start where you are. Grow where you're planted. That's how you unlock the bigger version of yourself. That is how you start to see the giant that's been hiding in you this whole time. Every one of us needs something in life where we feel confident, where we're known for it, where people say, "That's your thing. You own that." And I don't care what it is. It could be art, sales, design, speaking, building, whatever it is, master it. Because everything in life rises and falls on your perspective. If you can keep your word to yourself, if you can live what you speak, you're already winning. Now let's get real. Maybe you hate going to the gym. You don't like eating clean, drinking water, staying disciplined. But guess what? There's someone in the ground today who would give anything to have just one more chance to do what you hate. That dream you're chasing, it comes with a price. You're either going to pay that price now with discipline, or later with regret. So look ahead. Look forward to the mistakes. Look forward to the failures. And don't you dare give up. Most people quit right before the breakthrough. They give up on the 1-yard line. You won't. You've got work to do. You've got people to impact. You've got a life to build. I'd rather see you try, fall, get up, and try again, than just sit back and stay stuck where you've always been. Change is hard, but staying the same, that's even harder. Let's face it, life isn't going to suddenly get easier. As you grow, more is going to be expected of you. More responsibilities, more challenges, more pressure. But guess what? You can handle it. You were built for hard things. As long as there's breath in your lungs, there's still hope in your heart. So ask yourself again, what's my dream? Do you really think you're here just to work a job, pay bills, keep a roof over your head, and then die? Come on. You were made for more. You've got to raise your standards, push yourself. Say, I'm not going to be the same version of me forever. Say, I'm done shrinking. I'm ready to expand. I don't know where you're watching this from. Maybe it's your car, your bedroom, the gym, a bus, a plane. I don't care where you're sitting. I know where you're going. You've got a destination, a calling, and you've got to move like it. No more excuses, no more playing small. The sky? That's not the limit. That's the starting point. And yeah, motivation fades. There will be days you don't feel like it. But discipline? That's what carries you. You've got to see a future so big, so powerful, that it makes you get up even on the hard days. You've got to visualize it. Every single day. I can do this. I'm capable. Good things are supposed to happen to me. But first, you've got to kick out those old toxic thoughts, that old belief system that's been holding you hostage. You know what the hardest thing I ever did was? It wasn't earning $1 million. It was believing I actually could. We all want to do something. Be somebody. Go somewhere. But we've got to stop using excuses as a crutch. Because guess what? You've got a destiny to fulfill. You've got stages to stand on, doors to walk through, tables to sit at. But for that, you've got to change your mind. You've got to say, I'm doing this for my family, for my mother, for my father, for everyone who said I couldn't. I'm ready to make history. And here's the thing most people miss. We think we're supposed to feel good all the time. But comfort? Comfort is just another form of complacency. It's not always about the result. It's about the effort. It's about waking up and choosing. I will not live a common life. I was born to be different, to be great. I don't want a life of safety. I want a life of meaning. I'll take the risk. I'll chase the dream. And if I fail, at least I dared. What really worries me isn't who doubts you. It's when you doubt yourself, because when you don't believe in you, every little setback becomes a reason to quit. But the truth is, you've got one life, one chance, one shot, and this is it. So I'm talking to the game changers, the difference makers, the ones who are done playing small. When you fall in love with your mission, with who you were created to become, there are no days off. It's tough. It's lonely. It's not easy. But it's worth it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting to feel ready. The time is now. You're gonna have to fight for this. You're gonna have to discipline your mind, control your emotions, and walk away from every excuse that ever held you back. Because life is a battle for territory. And if you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will take over. This is the year to reset, to reignite, to recommit, to reclaim your life. This is the year to wake up the warrior inside you. So fight like a warrior and die a legend.